It's one of the pirates. Look alive, Red. You're open. I'm. Come on. Surrender now. You're quite resourceful.
A health potion.
Pipe and cut. A fine.
Well? Well?
I wonder what's in there.
I'm a fine. You won't. Blood with it. Put it down. Yield. You're open. You're open. I'll spill. You yield. Blood with it. I'm quick. You won't. Here. Get it. I'll spill yours yet. Traitor. Come on. Your style needs work. Take that. You're quite You're quite resourceful. No match. You're slow. Too quick. You're slow. You're quite resourceful. No match. Blood with it. You're a fool, Redguard. You should just surrender. Too slow.
He looks a little preoccupied.
Thank you, my boy. My name is Avik. How can I help you?
I'm looking for my sister Azara. Do you know her?
The name sounds familiar, son, but I'm afraid I can't help you. Not many young people have an ear for the snake songs anymore.
Are you familiar with a group called the Restless League?
Can't say that I am, but I mostly keep to myself. With the Yokudans banned from Strosmakai, I don't have many friends here in town. Probably have to pack up and leave myself soon.
How has Strosmakai fared under Imperial rule?
Things have gone to pot, and I don't care who knows it. Murder in the streets? Where will it end? Tell me that. Where will it end?
You play very well.
Thank you, my son. No one visits me since those Imperial devils murdered that Yokudan lad. That's right, Imperial devils, and I don't care who knows it.
Imperial troops have murdered people in Strosmakai?
Ah, when they came ashore, it was fire and sword in the old quarter. At least, then they could pretend they were fighting the Crown diehard. But killing that innocent Yokudan boy, if I was 20 years younger, I'd make someone pay.
Is the old quarter completely destroyed?
Might as well be. It was sealed off while the Imperials searched every house for Crown loyalists. Nothing but a ghost town now.
Tell me about this murdered boy.
His name was Hale, poor lad. His family still camped outside the city, waiting to finish his burial ritual. Yokudans were never well liked around here, but Governor Rickton went too far.
You miss Hale, don't you?
Used to love to listen to me play. One of the few people around here who did. Appropriate, I suppose, for one born under the sign of the serpent.
Where is the Yokudan camp?
I'm not sure. Outside of the city somewhere, watching over Hale's grave. His poor mother is beside herself with grief.
The sign of the serpent, part of Yokudan religion?
The star sign of his birth. Yokudans believe the stars guide your destiny, from birth to death and beyond.
I'm not familiar with Yokudan religion. Do they have lengthy burial rituals?
It's more serious than that, I'm afraid. His mother, Saban, needs to counteract the soul snare that Nagasta has laid over the island.
Yes, unfortunately, the Yokudans have always been treated as outsiders, all over Hammerfell.
A senseless prejudice, since their religion harks back to the earliest Redguard traditions. But our new governor has done much worse than simply overcharge them for flour.
What did the governor do to the Yokudans?
Murdered young Hale, then branded the rest of them traitors and ordered them to leave Strosmakai. Yokudans mixed up with Redguard politics? A preposterous notion.
Why do you say that?
You haven't spent much time in Hammerfell, have you, son?
No, I was born in Sentinel, but left Hammerfell when I was very young. I haven't been back in years.
I thought so. You picked up a bit of an accent. West High Rock, am I right? Well, as I was saying, the feeling against the Yokudans runs deeper than politics, even in a civil war. Neither side ever stooped to allow Yokudans to join their ranks. Even the Restless League was too good for them. But all that's over now. Redguard pride has made us all slaves of the Emperor.
I thought you'd never heard of the Restless League.
No one pays any attention to an old snake charmer ranting against the Empire. But the League, now there is a dangerous subject of conversation for anyone. including young Redguard swordsman with a mercenary air.
Tell me what you know of this restless league.
If I were as wise as my ears, I would hold my tongue and bid you good day. But you're no Imperial spy, and nothing like the League bully boys that came around after Hale's murder.
I ran into a couple of them myself on my way into town. Pleasant enough fellows, although they talk too much. What did they want with you?
They were asking questions about some woman. It was none of my concern, and I didn't want to give his poor mother any more trouble, so I told them nothing. Hey, now I remember why your sister's name sounded so familiar. She was the one they were looking for.
You imply there was something you could have told these leaguesmen. Mind telling me?
Well, Izara met Hale here, and they left together the day he died. At the time, I thought it was just a romantic rendezvous, nothing to do with his murder. But then the League came sniffing around. I can't imagine what it's all about, but I saw no use in adding the League to the Yokudan's troubles.
His mother is understandably upset at her son's death.
Yes, but it's not just that. Saban has not yet completed the burial ritual, although the lad has been in the ground for weeks.
Soul snare. What do you mean?
Now that the prince is dead, that foul worm has woven a magical snare across Strosmakai to feed his hunger for souls. Unless you are buried in consecrated ground, your soul will go straight to Nagasta if you die. This is why Saban still fears for her murdered son.
Tell me more of Nagasta.
While Prince Ator was alive, a name to frighten children, little more. But our new Imperial Master has allowed the Necromancer's dread power to spread unchecked until his soul snare threatens us all.
Why did Prince Ator allow Nagasta to stay in Strosmakai?
I don't know. Ator's father, Fasad, first allowed Nagasta to occupy the old wizard's tower, but back then he seemed harmless enough. The Mages Guild complained of unsanctioned research, but they had little influence with old Fasad. The Civil War kept Ator occupied until his untimely death.
You seem to know a lot about the Mages Guild.
Yes. In fact, I am a member, although you wouldn't think it to look at me, would you? I'm retired now, but my friend Johto kept me up to date on guild politics. Until he was arrested by those Imperial devils, that is.
Why was your friend Johto arrested?
Do they need a reason? One day soldiers came for him, and he's been rotting in jail ever since.
Does the Mages Guild have much influence in Strosmakai?
No more. Archmage Voa was a crown, Ator's right hand, but both perished in the Battle of Strosmakai. Jaganvir is an unworthy successor to the Archmage's chair, if you ask me.
Archmage Voa was loyal to the prince then.
The prince's chief advisor. But his replacement, Jaganvir, is a disgrace to Ator's memory.
Jaganvir is the new Archmage?
Yes, a spineless toad of a man, a perfect lackey to the governor's every whim. Still, a mage of formidable power, whatever his personal failings.
The jail, where's that?
Up near the palace. They won't let anyone in to see the prisoners. I've already tried. I guess I should be grateful they didn't just kill him, eh? Murdering devils.
Thanks, Avik.
Lad?
Looking for something? Well, speak up, stranger.
It's locked.
Go away! Leave her alone! Looking for something?
Hello.
What do you want?
I wonder if you know my sister.
Why would I know your sister? Why don't you just go back to the city where you belong?
Have you ever heard of the Restless League?
Why would I tell you if I had? I don't need them. I'll fight the Empire all by myself if I have to.
Is that your mother over there? Is she all right?
Go away! Leave her alone. We don't need your help. I can take care of her just fine. Leave us alone!
You sure do seem to hate the Empire.
They killed my brother, and I'm gonna make them pay.
Who killed your brother? Imperial soldiers?
What do you care anyway? I don't need your help.
I've heard about your brother being killed by the soldiers. I'm sorry.
Thanks.
Care to talk about it?
It's just hard. Trying to take care of my mother with Hale being killed and we're not allowed in the city, and everyone else leaving. And now it's just the two of us. And I don't know what we're going to do. I'm Coyle, by the way.
I'm Cyrus. Again, I'm sorry about your troubles. Do you know anything about the Restless League?
Sure. They're the bravest Redguards in them all. They'll never surrender to the Empire. They even blew up the governor's ship, right in the harbor. Do you know how I can find them?
Afraid not. I was hoping you could tell me.
No. Hale said they'd never let a Yakutin join. But why not? I figure they need all the men they can get now. And I'm a pretty good swordsman myself, you know.
Coyle, do you know my sister, Izara?
She was your sister? My mother blames Izara for getting Hale killed, but I know your sister did her best to save him. She fought off 10 soldiers, all by herself. I'm going to join the League and fight the Empire, as soon as my mother's safe.
What is your mother doing? Is she all right?
Please, don't disturb her, Cyrus. If she doesn't keep up the Song of Passage, Hale's soul will go to the Necromancer.
Are you and your mother the only Yokudans on the island?
We're all that's left. The day after we buried Hale, the governor banned all Yokudans from the city, called us all traitors. So everyone else took passage to the mainland, except we couldn't leave on account of the Necromancer trying to steal Hale's soul.
Avik told me that he saw Izara and Hale together on the day he was killed.
Avik, the Snake Man. Hale liked him. He was always nice to us. She brought Hale into camp that day, all bleeding, but I'd never seen her before. She tried to explain what happened, but Mother wouldn't listen, just screamed at her and told her never to come back.
So you don't know why she was with your brother?
She said she needed my mother's help, but Mother was too upset. I guess the soldiers attacked them on the way here, but I don't know why. Hale was never in trouble with anyone before.
Could Hale have been a member of the League?
No. He used to laugh at me when I said I wanted to join. Said I didn't understand the way the world worked yet. I was too young. But I'll be 17 in 3 months.
Do you know how to contact the Restless League?
Well, no. But I'll find out.
Why would the Necromancer want to steal Hale's soul?
Well, not his soul specifically. The whole island is trapped in his evil soul snare. That's what Mother said. Anyone who dies without the proper ritual, their soul goes into his tower, and he adds them to his army of undead.
I'm surprised your mother is able to protect Hale from such a powerful necromancer.
You shouldn't be. My mother is a powerful witch, the witch mother of our whole tribe. If Hale hadn't been born under the sign of the serpent, she could have passed his soul through the necromancer's web easily.
Where is this necromancer's tower?
Cyrus, you don't want to go there. The necromancer kills anyone who trespasses in his tower and steals their soul.
I'm surprised the whole island isn't crawling with the living dead with all the fighting that's gone on here.
Well, the city folk have their temple to save them from the necromancer's snare, but we don't believe that way. Mother needs to set the Starstones to show Hale the proper way to the other side, but she hasn't been able to foretell the Serpent's Passage this season.
Are those the Starstones over there?
That's right, Cyrus. Normally it would be simple, but Hale was born under the sign of the Serpent, and the Serpent's path can't be predicted.
This serpent, one of the constellations?
Yes. The other 12 follow the circles of heaven, guardians and charges, but the Serpent respects no master. It moves across the heavens, threatening the other constellations in its path. The only way to guide Hale's soul through the necromancer's snare is to place the Starstones in the position of the Serpent's head and tail. But there's no way to predict the Serpent's path.
I never paid much attention in astronomy class. Guardians and charges?
Gosh, Cyrus, everyone knows the 3 guardians each protect 3 charges in their own circle of heaven. Didn't you learn the rhyme? Strong warrior charges, wise mage orders, clever thief watches.
That does sound familiar. Sing me the verse about the warrior.
Strong warrior charges, steed prancing, lady dancing, lord advancing through the night.
What's the whole verse about the mage?
Wise mage orders, apprentice learning, ritual turning, golem burning through the night.
How did the verse about the thief go again?
Clever thief watches, lover sighing, shadow lying, tower defying through the night.
So Hale's soul has not yet left this world for the next.
No, Mother's song keeps it safe here until she can figure out the proper placement of the Starstones. If she stops with the stones placed incorrectly, Hale's soul will be taken by the necromancer's snare.
If there's no way of predicting the serpent's path, how can your mother ever complete the ritual?
I don't know. I want to help, but I don't know anything about the stars. All Mother can do is continue the Song of Passage to keep Hale's soul from straying. Cyrus, can you help us?
I'll do what I can, Coil. Don't worry, you can count on me.
Thanks, Cyrus. Please hurry. I don't know how much longer my mother can keep up the song.
Sorry, but I've got to go. Perhaps later we can talk.
I'd like to help if I can.
It doesn't do anything by itself. Probably need to find something to use it with.
Try me, Redguard. Crawl, come on! Fall back and let me. I'll spill yours yet. Cross with me, Redguard. Put it down. You won't, traitor. Try me, Redguard. Try me, Redguard. A sharp sword will be your death. You won't escape. I'll spill yours yet. It's one of the pirates.
Visitors! Woo-hoo!
Hello again, Erasmo.
My hero!
You can relax now. The telescope is fixed.
Hooray! finally frick remote cut my arms off now. Hooray! Use it as you like. You are welcome. Here.
Stay calm, Erasmo. Hello again, Erasmo.
My hero!
Stay calm, Erasmo.
You won't escape. I'll spill yours yet. Put it down. Come on. A sharp sword will be your death. I'll spill yours yet. Surrender now. Your sharp sword will be. Give him up to me. Put it down. A sharp sword will be your death. Surrender now. Traitor. Traitor. There he is. Traitor. Surrender now. Put it down. A sharp sword will be your death. You won't escape. There he is. A sharp sword will be your death.
Hey, Cyrus!
Hello, Coil.
Have you figured out how to set my brother's soul free?
I think maybe I have.
I knew you could help us, Cyrus.
You won't escape. Die, Redguard! You, no match! Yeah! A sharp sword will be your death. You take him. Blood with it. Slower now.
Some gold. This should help.
Cyrus, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I think I figured this out.
Put it down. You're open. Help! I cut you. You're quite resourceful. Yours. Surrender now. You're quite
I better
resourceful.
leave these here. I better leave these here.
Cyrus, are you sure you know what you're doing?
Yeah, I think I figured this out.
You've done it, Cyrus!
Trodurahai, Sura. Sura, Mongdua. Uitonga! Hali! Ugo, no, Midana!
She thanks you, Cyrus. Hale's soul has passed to the far shores.
Tell her it was my pleasure.
Uhaidu, Sura.
Tang Mongodua.
She wishes to know if there is any way she might repay you.
Maybe you can help me find my sister Azara.
Sura, na Pierre Sadodongo.
Hadi dua tengai.
Mother has not seen her since the day she came with Hale.
Bedoi, Dopa.
But she sees that you will find her.
Saban, could you tell me about the Restless League?
Saduiongo Dupralig?
Hadi, na dokta, dui na pare.
She says you might find them
Golhadu ranga.
at the lighthouse.
Do you plan to stay here on Stros Makai?
Duadra Nasadul San Loamakai.
Salo makai, tang den utanon mango.
Mother says Stros Makai will need her help.
Den du, Sura.
And yours.
Mitana, den nogo.
The island is still in peril.
Why was Azara with Hale?
Dendogo Tuktahali?
Dogo ten mongo, Sura. Den hai.
She needed Mother's help. Her magic.
Dua senugakta.
But Mother was so mad about Hale that she sent your sister away.
Uto nogo dua hai.
Mother does not know what magic your sister needed. I'm sorry, Cyrus.
It will be hard to fend off the Empire.
Septum sogat kolotohai.
Vetigoa nogo uitonga. Den.
What did she say?
Sometimes Moyoku is bad. She said either it will not be hard because the sun is here, or she said because the sun will be here.
What kind of help can you give?
Tuanateng no go.
Sura den go.
She says you will know.
Thank you, Saban.
Tutuan sai, Sura.
Goodbye.
Trangai, Sura.
Hi, it's the Redguard!
Hello, Coil.
Cyrus! It's good to see you again.
Do you know anything about the Restless League?
Sure, they're the bravest Redguards in the mall. They'll never surrender to the Empire. They even blew up the governor's ship right in the harbor. Do you know how I can find them?
Afraid not. I was hoping you could tell me.
No. Hale said they'd never let a Yakudin join. But why not? I figure they need all the men they can get now. And I'm a pretty good swordsman myself, you know.
Sorry, but I've got to go. Perhaps later we can talk.
I'd like to help if I can.